Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle got back in their video, and today I want to do my Naruto review, episode 50 review English dub. So here it goes. Episode starts out with Lee opening up the third gate there from the previous episode where he actually opens up the third gate and shit like that. He actually was powering up and stuff like that. He actually opened up the fourth gate when he was technically powering up and shit like that. So when he actually opened up the fourth gate, uh, Lee attacks Scar there, hits him pretty. Lee actually hit Scar pretty hard there, where he actually was hitting Gar pretty hard. He made Gar go up in the air and stuff like that. The sand, Gar's sand couldn't keep up with Gar and stuff like that, so his sand shield was breaking off pretty quickly, and Lee was actually jumping around, or Lee was smacking him around and stuff like that. He was fucking smacking his ass, fucking around and shit like that, and it kind of looks like fucking Lee fucking got his ass there at first and stuff like that. Kind of looks like he fucking got his ass at first. He did a big blow on Lee did a big blow there on Gar and stuff like that. Man. And Akashi was like, "Holy crap! How the fuck he's doing this shit?" And crap. And Akashi was like saying like, "How the fuck he's doing this uh, with this fast estrangement and stuff like that for it." So Lee hits Gara there. Gara hits the ground pretty hard. Lee kind of like lost half of it, or lost lost all of his chakra, or not really chakra. he lost he lost his strength there from doing that final blow he did on him. He did a primary lotus there. So we've seen Lee use the primary lotus on Gara for the last time, or for we've seen him use the primary lotus there. uh, he was kind of Lee was kind of like kind of banged up there, so he was kind of a little bit going pretty slowly and stuff like that. Gara used his sand coffin attack there, and you see Shino. He's like, "Oh, I seen that shit before," where he actually seen Gara actually use the sand coffin to to actually crush Lee's. He crushes Lee's leg there, and he also crushes his arm. So Gar actually crushes his arm and his leg there with the sand coffin there, and then Gar was kind of looks like Gar was almost gonna finish Lee off there, and he's like saying to him, he's like ready to die or something like that, and out of nowhere, um, guy comes out of nowhere, blocks the fucking sand and shit like that, and then Gar was like, he's like he realizes like all his things. Everybody was like hating him and stuff like that. He kind of like realized what people did to him and stuff like that. And then he's like, he guard told Guy saying why you saved him and shit like that. And then he said he's like my student and stuff like that. And then he's like he was saying something about um, that's his press. His students like he said like Guy was saying something about that's his. He's precious to him and shit like that. That's what Guy was saying and stuff to fucking Gar and stuff like that. Gar said he's like, oh fuck this shit, I fucking quit and shit. um, Freaking Lee stands up and and Kashi was kind of shocked. He's like, how the fuck that last? He's like, how the fuck he can stand up from that and shit like that. And then the guy was like, "Oh, you're doing fine." And it kind of looks like Lee was kind of looked like he was kind of fucked up there. He was and stuff like that. And then Akashi's saying it's like, "Oh yeah, he's freaking out cold. He's knocked out and shit." he's out fucking he's all fucked up there. That's what fucking Akashi was saying. He's like, yep, he's kind of fucked up there and shit. And when he was guy was like figuring out like he should not done that and or they should not he said he should not done what he did and shit like that. With the thing there, girl like was like looking at the back of him saying looking at him and stuff like that for it. And technically they actually said something about uh, his injuries and stuff like that. And the match went to Gar there. Gar won the match, and they were saying something about to guy there, saying something about he's like that's your teacher and stuff like that. The medical team know it was something really fucking bad and stuff like that. Naruto went down and he was actually saying like he's like, you promised there you you want to take on Neji and Sasuke and shit like that. And he was like you made a promise and stuff like that, you want to fight him and shit like that and crap like that. When that was actually happening on that, the medical team was actually saying he can't fight again because he's all fucked. He's all fucking banged up there. Like half of his frick, he is so banged up. I guess the medical ninja told guy he was so banged up he can't be a ninja no more, and that's what he was saying to guy there, and that's what was going on with that shit. um, and then they were like, oh, it's time to cart him off. So when they were carting off and stuff like that, Naruto was like saying like, well, you told me we should have done this together and shit like that, and take him on and stuff like that. And then Akashi pops out of nowhere and says, or Akashi tried to stop Naruto from going all ballistic and stuff like that. And then he's like, calm down, Naruto. You can't really do all that stuff with it and crap. And he's like he wanted to fight. He wanted to go against Sasuke and Neji. He told Akashi that, and Akashi was like, "Oh yeah, he also wants to go against you, Naruto," and that's what he was saying to Naruto and stuff like that with it. And then the end of the episode, we finally get to see the next match. There, we see the guy. We see the guy wrapping bandages there from the Sound Village versus Choji. So, and then the guy in the Sound Village was actually saying something about they were like still going after Sasuke and stuff like that, and that was still their plan and stuff. And then that's where the episode ends. So yep, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, and responsible to this members. We like my members. Please subscribe, hit the notification when it's my uploads. Comment, responsible to this members. We like hanging out. Out of your peace.